Welcome everybody to the next episode of The Voice, the BSIA podcast. I'm delighted to welcome to the studio Adrian Meredith, who's Commercial Director of Aura UK. Welcome, Adrian, to my studio.
Thank you very much for having me.
So tell us a bit about yourself and tell us about Aura UK.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm the Commercial Director, as you said, so responsible for the growth of the business from new business and through existing customers as well. So I've been with the business now coming up for 4 years. We launched in the UK a year before I joined, so still relatively new into the market. My background, not purely security, actually from a technology SaaS background, and a little bit of cyber security as well. So when I joined in 2022, I was new to the industry and was hugely inspired by what Aura were trying to do, was massively motivated by the impact and the purpose that the organisation has. In South Africa, we're saving lives through personal safety solutions. It's not quite the same here in the UK, but it's still hugely purposeful, the impact that we make supporting our customers and individuals and homeowners as well. So it's been a brilliant 4 years and loving being part of the UK security industry.
Fantastic. So Aura integrates with alarm receiving centres, and how exactly does that work?
Yeah, so Aura is we have a technology kind of platform at the centre of it, and what we do is we connect to on-duty security officers. So they're employed by our network partners. So we have coverage across the UK, and our technology and the Aura Responder app effectively connects to those security officers. So they go on duty, and then what we have is technology that receives those requests or those dispatch requests for security responses, so alarm responses. And one of those integrations, or one of the ways that we receive those, is from the alarm receiving centres. So our software via an API is integrated into the alarm receiving software. And what that means is that a controller can make a dispatch request to Aura by simply pressing a button within the interface that they are using. And that contrasts with the very manual experience of perhaps picking up the phone, speaking to a key holder, or speaking to someone and then maybe being passed to different offices to get through to the right person. Yeah. Our technology enables that connection from that controller, comes to our platform, that triggers the algorithm, and the algorithm is then at that point identifying who's the nearest on-duty security officer at that point, and that could be any one of a number of on-duty security officers, rather than it being on a one-to-one relationship, which is the traditional kind of method of companies contracting to respond to specific properties. So that's what's making it much quicker, and that's what's creating a lot of operational efficiencies in the alarm receiving centres as well. So that's one of the key benefits in the story that we're out there talking to alarm receiving centres about. We are integrating into about 20 right now, but obviously there's a lot more that we can be integrating into. So.
Brilliant stuff. You're part of the BSIA ARC section, so that must be kind of like a market research, I guess, that you've got access to all of these ARCs. How do you find it beneficial? Is it great to be able to actually sit down in a room at the section meetings and find out exactly what these guys are experiencing and how you can help? Absolutely,
yeah. As I said, we're relatively new here into the UK market, so that insight and that ability to engage with those members, hear more about the problems and the challenges they might be facing is invaluable. So to be able to create relationships with them, to have input as well where necessary, but really just to have that ability to listen and to understand more has really fast-tracked the way that we've been able to grow our business here in the UK as well. It's been invaluable, really. So not only that, but other events and programs that the BSA puts on as well has been fantastic for us. So we've had a huge amount of value from that.
To be fair, I mean, we love having you guys engage with this as well, because it's we love the technology that you guys bring, and it's very useful and helpful for our ARC section as well, for you to be involved in those section meetings. So thank you for your engagement, much appreciated. Recently at TSE, the security event, the big one, you guys did a launch with a partnership with Texacom, so that was exciting. Tell us about what's going on there.
Finally recovered from TSE. A fantastic event. So we launched. So There's the monitor side of the business that we provide, so that is the integrations and working with the alarm receiving centres. The other side of it is the self-monitoring kind of component to that. And so if you think about it, there might be, I don't know, sort of estimates might be around about 30 million kind of homes around the UK. I think it might be around about 10 million of those have alarm systems. Then a small majority of those might have URNs. So actually there's a I think it might be something like 1% actually have access to police response. So there's this huge part of the kind of the UK society that don't necessarily have access to, or when they need someone to actually come to their property if there is a problem or an incident. And we're seeing a growing number of people having apps on their phones as well. So there's that self-monitoring component of it as well, and that's really what we've done with Texacom. So we've integrated our technology and the user experience of allowing an end user, that might be a small business owner or that might be a homeowner, to actually follow up. The experience really is they might get a notification if their intruder alarm is triggered. That notification, they might want to make a decision about what they might want to do next. If they don't have they're not at their property, they might be on, I don't know, at an airport or away on a holiday. Actually, by simply pressing a button, they can then request security, and at that point that would then start the same process that I just described via the alarm receiving centre. It's identical. The algorithm would then go and identify who is the nearest on-duty security officer, and they would have the ability to view that whole experience. What's the ETA, understand where they are when they arrive on scene, and that's a very new capability really. So everybody can really have that their access to the local private security at their fingertips.
Wow.
And that's a very powerful thing. So we're hugely excited about that launch, and that went very well at TSC, and now we need to get out there and let everybody know, and more broadly installers understand that there's this capability as well. So obviously monitoring is fantastic, but this self-monitoring and the evolution of that kind of capability I think is something that we see growing quite significantly in the UK as well. So.
Brilliant. And the potential for revenue generation as well. So
absolutely, yeah, indeed. So we know, it's tough out there. There's lots of competition, and installers, the opportunity to give them new services and solutions to go to sell to their customers is invaluable. So obviously alongside monitoring, but that ability to give their customers this access to that private security. So it really rounds out the security proposition. So it's great you've got superb technical setup, but actually if you're not at your property, do you want to ask a neighbour? Do you want to ask a relative or a colleague to go and check your property? Not really. Actually, if you can do that and have private security so accessible and so available, and to get to your property very quickly, wouldn't you rather do that? So that's really the next kind of phase of what we do, and we'll be doing in the UK. So it's an exciting time.
Very exciting time. Talking about exciting times, Golf Society.
Indeed,
Coming up.
Yeah.
So we're going to get you out on the course again this year.
Oh yeah, try and keep me away. Yeah, really looking forward to that. So I've sort of been hibernating somewhat over the winter, but
dusting off the clubs.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some brilliant days over the last couple of years. So I haven't done myself too sort of proudly on the golf course, but
that handicap's looking quite special now, isn't it?
Yeah, so it was a wasted childhood. So it have been brilliant days. My colleague Alex has sort of showered himself in some glory, but maybe this year it might be. That's it. Yeah, I need to get myself down the driving range and sort out the putting stroke. But there have been super days and meeting brilliant people as well. So
no, brilliant. Looking forward to playing a few rounds with you this year. So
absolutely.
Very much exciting times ahead. Thank you so much for joining me in the studio. It's been a delight to have you in, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Liz.